to know the king, to know the king. Get to know the king, to know the king. Get to know the king, to know the king. Let's go. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Yeah, listen. I'ma start it all properly by following examples of what is found in Colossians 3. This is holy living. Of course we know he's risen, living by the word, cause this a must that I grow in wisdom. I was in no condition, now I'm going fishing, reaching lost souls in hopes that they'll join the coalition. Collectively this is how we will grow as Christians, but before we go it's important we see and know the mission. There are no restrictions within this battlefield, staying prayed up to let you know that this battle's real. It's for the world, I'm trying to get you to know his name. Now that I'm equipped with the truth, it's time that I throw the flame to these menaces like Owen Kane. No relationship with Jesus the Christ is enough to go insane. My desire is to get the gospel of Jesus out so you can understand and know exactly what he's about. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Get to know the king. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Get to know the king. Listen. Holiness is what I stand for. I used to live in sin and Lucifer was my landlord. Then I left without an explanation. I'm a witness of his words, so won't you listen to my declaration? I'm a product of the Rose of Sharon. The relationship I got to what I had, there is no comparing. My soul was empty and he filled it. Of course with his mercy and his grace, and like an envelope he sealed it. By what he did when he died for me. Now I stand as a testimony that he lives inside of me. And I pray every day in the spirit that the Father will begin to rock the nation. See, truly it's my duty and my occupation. Based on my observation, there is not much of a difference from the world to the congregation. So now it's my obligation to see the gospel spread like wildfire all across the nation. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Get to know the king. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Get to know the king. Listen. Now I know that I'm a blessed man, a doer of his word, so now I'm labeled as a yes man. Me and Christ are a perfect match, and we take our show across the world to see just like a circus act. Therefore I will not surface back. See, I'm addicted to his word like a fiend trying to purchase crack. Therefore I'm a hustler, and I target lost souls cause they're my #1 customer. Jesus, his resume's impeccable, praying only when you need something's not acceptable. This is more than just a title, it's a lifestyle. If you're gonna accept it, you better do it right now. See, I don't just do this for the show until I introduce the king, so you can build and get to know him well. And when this happens and the rest is done, and you can live a life knowing that the best is yet to come. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. 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 Get to know the king. We don't do the two-step and we don't do the shoulder lean. What we do is lead by example, so you know the king. So you know the king.